Hello everyone, this is a quick tarot reading focusing on the question, what is your soul asking you to release and what steps can you take to release it? This to me really feels like somebody who really struggles just to say no for one, but struggles to relax and switch off. I feel like you're somebody that just is constantly doing things, constantly managing, carrying, controlling, but not in a negative way, just more as like, yeah, I'll do this, yeah, I'll take this on. Just someone who really struggles to kind of like switch off. You may be the type of person who just feels very responsible for everything and everyone around you. But it is very much like, even when you sit down, you're not sitting down and switching off and relaxing. You're sitting down and still doing work, or somebody want to call you, so you speak to them on the phone, or your kids might need you. It's like you're not allowing yourself to rest, switch off, relax. You've got, you feel like you've got constantly things to do, responsibilities, worries, and yeah, just not allowing to switch off. Now, with the panda spirit, it really feels like your soul is actually requiring you to, to have peace. Not just a quick break, but actual intentional peace, setting a ritual, a routine for yourself where you are allowing yourself, even if it's 5 minutes a day, half an hour a day, or even a certain day of the week, where it is purely intentionally for you to switch off and do nothing and just enjoy that peace. Now, this card, it does kind of like talk about creating a space for yourself where it's like comfortable. So let's say, for example, in your home, what you can do is have a nice little cozy area where there's your own chair and a blanket and a table with a book on. And it's your area, it's your place, it's your go-to. That at 7:30 at night, you will go there and you will read that book. There will be no phone. Or maybe you sit outside in the garden early in the morning before everybody, craves your attention, or before everything gets kind of busy. But you're doing something where your nervous system can actually like exhale. So yeah, this is kind of like a reminder that you really do deserve moments where you're not needed by everyone else. So find a way, a routine, a ritual that will work for you, where you can kind of commit to focusing on relaxing and peace to yourself. Now, the Four of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck with the Ten of Wands to me really speaks about control, holding on tightly, carrying too much, doing too much, struggling to allocate other things, things to other people. Yeah. It does feel like someone who's emotionally, mentally, or physically exhausted as well, but still kind of keeps like pushing themselves because they feel like they have to. So you might be a person who struggles to handle, or not trust. You struggle to trust that others can handle things properly, so you take everything on yourself. Or you may be someone who just struggles with boundaries and feels guilty saying, no, I need a break. No, I can't do that right now. No, that can't wait until tomorrow. Let's say even at work, let's say it's not even in the home where you struggle to have that few minutes to yourself. It might be a work thing where actually you don't allow yourself to have a break, or you're not allowed, when it's what you class as break time, they still want you, they still need you, they still ask you work questions. So you might feel uncomfortable saying no, so you just do it for them. And really it's saying, no, you actually need to say, no, this is my break right now. So yeah, this is definitely an energy that can sometimes come from survival mode as well. You just become so used to carrying everything that resting almost feels uncomfortable for you. But I feel this reading's really showing that your soul is actually asking you to release the belief that you must carry everything alone or do everything. Now, the star, it feels really important here, because usually when this card appears, it comes after darkness, it comes after struggle, disappointment, or that emotional exhaustion. Now, the star, is the card of healing after the storm. It's hope returning, it's reconnecting with yourself again. So for some of you, I feel like I think the issue is that you are admired and deeply appreciated because of your healing energy, your kindness, your support, your giving, and the way that you show up for others. You may, naturally step into the role of a helper, a giver, a listener, a protector, a provider. but somewhere along the way you may have forgotten that you need that nurturing too, my darling. So I feel like your soul is really asking to release the idea that your worth comes from how much you can handle. You do not, my darling, need to constantly prove your value through exhaustion. You know, and this actually, the Star and the Lovers is actually a very beautiful combination. You know, both of these cards speak about harmony, alignment, balance, and choosing what truly resonates with your soul. So I feel like this is, you know, for the guidance, this is really about choosing what generally feels right for you rather than constantly choosing what is expected of you. Choosing relationships that feel peaceful and reciprocal. Choosing environments that don't drain your energy, don't just take from you. Choosing routines that support your well-being, my darling. You know, choosing yourself as well without guilt. Now, you know, the Lovers here feels less about, to me, like romance, and I feel like it's more to do with alignment with your higher truth. And when I look at the Ten of Wands, I feel like this is like the message is, you know, wanting you to ask yourself, what are you carrying that is becoming too heavy for you? Because if something is constantly draining your energy, demanding too much from you, overwhelming you, or making you feel emotionally burdened, then your soul may be asking you to create healthy boundaries around it, my darling. It's strange because when I look at the Ten of Wands in this card, it's kind of like that purple mushroom is carrying all the other 9 mushrooms. You know, that's a lot for that's a lot for a purple mushroom. So I feel like it's really, you know, it feels like you're being asked to, like, give permission to yourself to say, you know, no, this is my time to rest now. No, I need a space to recharge. No, I cannot pour from an empty cup anymore. It's not selfish. It's not from anger, but it's from self-respect, my darling. Your soul is like craving softness, balance, peace, a room to breathe again. So I feel, you know, if this message is resonating for you, do what you can to try to create small sacred moments throughout the day that belong only to you. Even if it's just for 10 minutes of silence, or a nice peaceful morning routine, or putting your phone away for an hour or half an hour on your break, or something like that. Sitting outside, reading, journaling, or simply just allowing yourself to do nothing at all without guilt. Because, my darling, you really, you know, you deserve moments where you are not constantly carrying the world on your shoulders. Okay? I hope this reading's helped. Have a good day. Bye-bye.